is finding ways to win games. Is that a game you might not win a year or two ago, regardless of the talent on the ice, just the way you fall down early, and this game you found a way to come back?
We would have had more doubt in the group coming into the game at the back end of a road trip, but we have some good veteran leadership, some youthful legs, and a desire to compete. And when you have those three things, you give yourself a chance to win. It was a grinding, heavy, hard game. And at the back end of a 11 or 12-day road trip, sometimes those don't go your way. But we stuck with it. We had good goaltending. Special teams, especially on the power play, scored us a big one. And we'll get home now and try and make some hay there.
Can you assess the trade during the game, what you gave up and what you get in return with Montreal?
Well, yeah, it's certainly a strange situation. With us playing the game as it's happening or occurring. I'm not sure if any of our players knew, and I'm glad that was the case until after. But, what are we giving up? We're giving up a quality individual, a good person that competes his butt off every night. He's had a tough go of it early in the year because of his injuries, but he fought back, and he's starting to find his game now. And he's a quality NHL defenseman, so he'd be missed on the back end. But in turn, we thought we had some depth there now, and we're looking for a forward, maybe somebody in that third-line center, fourth-line center role that could help us. And David has some experience, obviously, in the league, been on some really good teams, and played in Canada, played in an environment where there's a lot of pressure. So he'll be very welcomed in Edmonton, and we're happy to have him coming in.
Just to pick up, how was it to pick up these 2 points tonight?
Well, they're big. We're down to 18 games, and every 2 points creates a little more separation between the teams behind you, and we're working hard to catch teams in front of us. So I think it's still a little bit too early to start talking about magic numbers and scoreboard watch. Yet the 2 points were really important in the season series against this team. It makes a huge difference when you have the ability to take 6 points from a team that's on your tail.
I just want to go back to your question before with Desharnais. The playoff runs he's had in the pressure cooker that is Montreal. I'm not saying that's a unique skill set, but given where this team is and the playoffs fast approaching, how crucial of an ingredient is it for a player like that to bring?
Well, if we're fortunate enough to get there, which we're going to do everything we possibly can, and that's obviously our goal, but if we're fortunate enough to get there, he has some experience. Our team isn't loaded with a lot of playoff games. Luch, is by far the most experienced playoff guy. But after that, it falls off fairly quick. And to have one more guy around that's been through it, that's felt that pressure a little bit, that's dealt with it in a Canadian market, certainly will help us in the locker room, and I'm sure it will on the ice as well.
I'm going to try and get Brandon